boys and girls, children of the oldest of ages, ducks, chickens, dogs, cats, Milwaukee Bucks, Anaheim Ducks, all of that. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest professional wrestling podcast of all motherfucking time. We're going to try and watch the language a little bit today because we have a guest with us. Ladies and gentlemen, making her podcast debut is the future champion of all things, queen of the universe. I am talking about Baby Riley in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, wave to the child, to your future queen, to the future ruler of all things.
Gotta
Golden
wave.
Child,
Wave
aka
to the child.
Nepo Queen, in the building.
Oh,
She knows it.
and
Look at her. Look at that side eye.
in addition to
Colin.
Baby Riley, the original three is back at it. I'm your host. They call me A-Dub, the pod god, the pod tribal chief, Mr. Fight Dub Fight, in honor of the homie KO who has to take some time off. And joining me, as almost always, is the guy who made it out of the dungeons and the labyrinth that is the NXT parking lot without getting hands put on him. I am talking about the homie BA himself, aka the man who is Kaiser's DM, aka the richest man in all of podcasting. He told you to buy the dip, all the dip, and he said, if you dip, we dip. It dips. BA's in the building.
Y'all be rich today if y'all listen to me. Had a good day today in the market for once. But it's BADVIC in the building, aka Black IRS, aka the beef of the Ma East, BA Bigelow. Have to completely bleep that out for Baby Riley. Ears can't hear that. A lot of filth that'll be coming out of my mouth later. She'll be well asleep for that. So yeah, BA's here. Looking forward to talking these graps. A week away from WrestleMania. I feel like the longest break ever as far as just between PLEs. We've been so spoiled with just Saturday night's main events and all this other random crap they give us on random Saturdays. So I'm so ready for this, man.
4 week build, 4 week build. Oh, Mania, 9 week build.
Right.
Get ready, losers. And joining us is the Luther to Baby Riley's Timeless Tony. I am talking about the E-Rager himself, the guy repping the home team and two of his favorite wrestlers on his shirt. I am talking about the newest member of the Super Father Friends, the homie E-Ray, is in the building in all his glory. What's up, Brody?
What's going on, guys? Father E-Ray, or Father Ethan, as I've been dubbed by my godson. Thank you, Father Ethan. And I always send his father the the gif or gif, whatever you want to say it, of Nicolas Cage in Face Off. Father Ethan. That's exactly what I think about. It's hilarious. PGE Ray in the building, trying to keep it as environmentally safe as I can this week until this child is no longer in this space, and then we're gonna cut it loose. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Because by the time we get down there next weekend, she'll be like fully grown, right? And ready to partake in the
ready
party.
full on Dallas Destroyers for everybody. Just killing, crushing, selling. She'll learn it all.
Love it. All right, gentlemen. So I have a question for you to start this pod off. What's more expensive? The Golden Desert Eagles that Nicolas Cage had in Face Off, or tickets to even walk through the door at WrestleMania? Baby Riley, let me start with you, even though you have no concept of money.
Yes.
Outside the fact that your mother's rich.
That's Reggie's lies. I mean, I feel like she's telling me. She literally said, it's close. But when they're charging $600 for a meet and greet, it's like, do I get to pin Cody too?
Right.
For that much? Like, y'all tripping. Like, he better tag me in like Nicholas. But
shout out to Nicholas.
she
Oh,
said
Should
man.
be allowed to eat a meal with these people or something, man. Not just a quick
I don't want that-
handshake, some
I don't want that
pitiful
catering.
picture.
sit back and catering. With,
I better be smoking weed with Randy Orton and hearing the voices in my head.
I'm with that.
Like, damn, I see why you was punting people. I get it. Those voices there.
know what, brother?
These voices are pretty convincing.
Come and smoke some weed. Oh, okay.
They counsel me, they understand. Now smoke this weed. I said,
I
smoke this weed.
I'll roll this blunt. I'll break this weed down and stuff it in this blunt and smoke it all to myself.
Go punch his head. Whoa!
That's a crazy turn. Don't. Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to monitor any activities in my humble abode, because when WrestleMania starts, I don't need people to be like, you know what, weed is fun. Oh, let's punt people in the brain. That turn is dark.
Yeah, no
like
no
outer
first
limits.
timers. Only veterans allowed to smoke. No first timer. That's first timer behavior. I'm gonna just punch you.
Hey man, if y'all come through and say the weed came from Randy Orton, I'm just not gonna smoke it.
Brain
Right now, I'm
damage.
good.
I don't think I am too.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
VA not passing that up. Like, oh, this that Randy weed.
It's that Viper.
Start banging on my tiles.
Hey yo, BA, I got some new weed. It's called Apex Predator.
Oh, that sounds
Like,
crazy.
Sign me up.
It's won the world title weed 13 times.
World title of weed.
Um,
Papers start to rolling, and I'm trying to keep weed safe. Like, what is wrong with you, BA? Just sitting in the corner wilding.
I hear voices calling.
I was like, all right, man.
Oh, but I asked this question because as of right now, this WrestleMania is on pace to be the worst selling WrestleMania ticket wise
Of all time.
of all time. Yes, tied with
Oh,
I think
wow.
WrestleMania 22 for the worst selling tickets of all time. They're
Yeah.
gonna tell you it's the biggest gate ever, but that's because they inflated the prices. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think the ticket prices are like the only thing to blame for that? BA, because you got the most money out of anybody in all of podcasting, and you would be there in your private jet if it wasn't for us broke ass niggas. Let me ask you that.
Wish I had a private jet. Yeah, it would. I don't think that. Nah, it's the prices, man. It's the prices. As I think about the card, why would you not want to go see Cody and John, or it's John's first time as a heel, or this triple threat as that with Seth and CM Punk and Roman? Yeah, it's the prices, man. The price has been astronomical since they announced it. I'm afraid what New Orleans is gonna look like next year. I might as well start saving for that now if I'm gonna try to go.
Oh, you should have been saving for that, like your kids'
5
college fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should have
Sorry,
started
Avery and
saving
Journey.
for that when you watch WrestleMania 12. Come on
Yeah.
now.
As a
Facts.
child.
But E-Ray, let me ask you this question: as a person with newfound responsibilities, um,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just
No,
the
yeah,
one
yeah,
sitting
let's
there.
go with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. With the person with newfound responsibilities, um, did you ever consider like, maybe we, do the get in the door price, or were you just
Yes.
like, my child wants to go to college one day, so no?
Look, I
Because
tell
because you got light skin powers. I've watched you sneak into places that you haven't been doing, and I've watched you do that for 20 years. So that's why I asked. Because if you get in the door, somehow you'll end up in the owner's box or ringside, wherever you want to be. Light skin powers.
I mean, you're not wrong, because we did think about it. There was talk with the connections at the jobs. We were trying, actually, her boss is going, and they're going both nights, and I was like, ugh, you don't even like wrestling. He's, well, I'm just going to support friends. Shut up. But either way,
Go support friends. What friends?
Right, we were trying to figure. Well, he didn't pay. He's getting invited. He got invited by other. So it's like, yeah. But it was like, okay, cool. I get it. it's more of a flex at this point for certain people. And again, I, we thought about it because it was like, all right, well, maybe it is like it would be like $3,000 for a piece. I was like, yeah, that's a lot. Like a lot of, especially when we had just went to Mania in Dallas and it was nowhere near that. Like that was the first Mania back with fans since the global pandemic. So they were like scared, like people may not attend this. So it was like, oh yeah, we got a bargain. I wasn't even thinking about going, and she was like, yeah, let's go. And that happened. This time it's like, okay, they're already pricing us out, but I disagree with the with BA just a bit. Because I think what really happened, it's not necessarily just the price, it's the price and the location. The locale means a lot as well because you can do one, but you can't do both. So you can have an extremely expensive WrestleMania and you can have a Mania in Vegas. But if you have both, that means all the people like the highfalutin nerds that would be going to WrestleMania may be like, all right, yeah, let's pay for this. But most of the time, it's like you want you want to bring wrestling to somewhere, and it takes over. Vegas already has a lot of shit going on, so when you say that like the ticket sales are low, like Vegas before, it was like, okay, that's a cool thing to do. And we can go there. And yeah, there's still a wrestling community in Vegas. Shout out to Andreas Hale, Kale Dansby. But I don't, I just don't see like how much it costs as well. Like I would rather spend my money on hookers and blow and in casinos.
Mm.
Sorry.
And rent.
Well, that too. But if we're in Vegas, let's be real. Rent was never the option.
Rent was already spent.
Exactly.
Facts.
Specifically on the hookers and below.
Exactly. So
not necessarily in that order. Depending on who you are.
Yeah, usually probably the B before the H. But either way.
Or
yeah,
you put the B in the H and then you get the B out of the H. What?
Or you can do the B with the H. Sorry.
Well, that's what I'd imagine. You like, oh, hey H, we got B. And you're like, really? And it's like,
oh.
Or you could do the B off of the T of the H.
Yes.
There you go.
That's exactly.
Now we're thinking.
The B off of the B of the H.
That's some thinking too.
All the things.
That's some sick movie shit.
Stay in line.
Page 35.
Or do lines, whichever. Either way, I'd imagine they may hopefully learn a lesson from this, and then like kind of regulate, because New Orleans is going to be a good time, and I think New Orleans is a perfect destination spot where people would go, but it's not as like ridiculous as Vegas. So, and you don't have to charge that much. I think Vegas is just inflated, period, because they're still suffering from the downfall when people weren't going there because of the pandemic as well. So it's a lot of just like, oh, we about to inflate the shit out of everything. Hopefully New Orleans doesn't do that. New Orleans has been notorious for like a great time and affordable time. So I'm hoping it stays like that and that trend kind of calms down and they learn some lessons. But yeah, I think things are going to be that, plus like the announcement, because a lot of people, not including myself, but a lot of people have said this build hasn't been the best either. Like the announcement, Mania feels a little weak to them. We get excited because it's Mania, but I mean, before this week, we knew, okay, Cody and John, Jay, and Gunther, and a triple threat that's been building for 18 years. But that was about it. And we were seeing like, oh, CM Punk, maybe, and where that's going. But it hadn't been a lot of matches announced. They're starting to like fill in the blanks now. They're filling in the spots that would get people excited, the ancillary stuff, while also losing a major one as well.
Yes, I'm glad you got there because again, the shirt, our guy, one of this collective pod's favorite wrestlers over the past 10 years, Kevin Owens, aka Kevin Steen in real life, has gone down with a neck injury. No telling how long he'll be down. One dirt sheet says 2 to 5 years. Um, I'm just gonna assume that one's not right,
2 to
but
5 years.
yeah,
That's crazy.
it's bad. He made the announcement on SmackDown and said he's upset that he won't be there to wrestle Randy Orton at Mania, which I want to be real. That was a match I was looking forward to. That's a match that on that type of stage, you know KO is going to show out, and if Randy got 5 more great matches in him, that was going to be one of them for sure. But after the announcement, guys, Randy Orton comes out and just kind of gives KO the nod of, yeah, man, neck injury sucked. Walks in the ring, and then Nick Aldis says, hey, I'm sorry. And Randy's like, yeah, RKO, bitch. And as the internet alluded to, because the internet is like the most genius place ever, that's, 50% wrong, 50% right, 145% of the time if you're doing your Steiner math.
That's crazy Steiner math. They have a 75% chance of being right. But if you take 25% of that and 35% when you're perspirating on that day and you ain't wear antiperspirant,
you get pi.
What
which
kind?
is 3.14, blah, 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 blah.
I was like apple, cherry.
No, this is wrestling. Poontang pie.
There you go.
All that being said, the internet realized that Randy Orton paid for his fine for RKO and Aldis once, and Aldis said, this is too much. He said, that's a down payment for next time. That was a year ago. Did it again. Guys, I'm going to put it out there. Aldis never officially hung up his boots. He's considered one of the greatest NWA champions of all time. Any interest in Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton?
I'd be more interested in Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce.
Again, that is the match that should happen at some point because they're both considered two of the greatest NWA champions of all time.
I'd rather see that. No offense to Randy, but it just kind of seems random to me.
Random Randy. I mean, it's not his fault that Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn broke KO's neck off the bone. Like shit.
True.
He's just doing his best. So I mean, it's a hard sell because it literally WrestleMania is next week. So they have to do some scrambling, and I don't think Nick Aldis is in that type of ring shape. He could be, but it looks like he's been working on his 15 minutes of material in his Steve Harvey suit. Not ready for the moves, the grabs. So that's why I said I don't know, but maybe he gets a proxy and he says, you know what? Because I need somebody to represent me in the ring. If he does that, who do you think it could be? Or who would you prefer it to be? Let's fantasy book it that way. I like that better than just like who could it be? Like, what would we want?
See, it's tough because Nick Aldis isn't a heel, so you wouldn't expect him to go get a heel.
Right.
BA, go ahead, start because
I'm gonna say, even though we've gotten this match a lot already, and I don't think he's been announced on the card. Correct me if I'm wrong if he has, but Mello.
Get out my brain. I was right there, and I was like, that works. And it don't have to be a quick match, or it don't have to be a long match. It could be a very quick match, and that be his punishment. And they kind of go back and forth, or you get a little bit of interference from the Miz.
For some backlash, fallout.
Him. Do a little bit.
I think if you do a match with Mello, I think you like pitch it as like punishment for Mello.
Yes.
As like you got to get on there with an angry Randy Orton, but then Randy kind of does the thing and gives Mello the match of his life. Obviously, Randy picks up the W, but you give Mello just one of those showcasing matches. You just show off everything that Mello can do in the ring. Because if there's one guy who can take all of Mello's offense in that ring, it's Randy Orton for sure.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. And then again, you still get the interference of the Miz. You get the Miz pop from him catching the RKO, and it kind of levels the playing field just enough where Melo can last longer than you would expect. And then, yeah, I'm fully on board with that. That works for me.
It's not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. Bravo Dub 216. I like that idea.
If you have any additional in the chat, please enlighten us.
Yes,
But
drop
I think
it in
Melo
there.
better. And if it's stupid, I'm going to tell you it's stupid. So just be prepared for that. But move
You know,
right
it
along.
sucks that Bronson Reed is still on the shelf because that's a perfect punishment person for Randy Orton. Like, no, you're not getting the fine. You're getting Bronson Reed at WrestleMania.
That would be great, especially because Braun Strowman is already kind of busy-ish.
Is he?
I mean, not real, but I mean, like he had already been doing matches completely different, so it's like it would feel weird to just throw him into that.
I mean, but if you take the angle of like Nick Aldis wanting to punish Randy Orton for RKOing him again, Braun Strowman ain't doing shit at Mania right now. Jacob Fatu put him down again to go take LA Knight's belt
again. So that's what I'm saying. It's a weird spot where it's like, is that really punishment?
Let's be real. Is Braun Strowman here to win matches anymore?
All right, he's the big Braun.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a big Braun.
Yeah, like he's moving better right now, but you know, once a year he's not like walking great. So let's be real. He's a spectacle. He's an attraction.
Just fine after getting his ass beat by Jacob Fatu, and then someone said something like, "You suck." He's like, what the fuck you saying to me? He walked up to and I was like, "Oh, kayfabe's dead. He's gonna murder you." So yeah, watch how you speak, because he gonna bust through that door like the Kool-Aid man. And I know Detroit Dub and that Detroit hubris is just waiting to come out. But I didn't let you off the hook with Stephon Diggs. That's some of the best work we've ever done. But if you sit here and tell me with your whole chest that Braun Strowman is just gonna suffer the wrath of Dub, I might just walk off this pod right now.
He not bulletproof.
No guns allowed. You not John Wick. You just
Detroit. This is Detroit, in case y'all forgot.
But you're just Dub walking around. He busting your house like the Kool-Aid man right now. Do you just happen to have a gun sitting on your display desk? You're like, you know what?
Yeah. What?
Potting is dangerous.
What? Gun compartment. Yeah. What? Under the desk. Gun compartment. In the microwave. Gun compartment. In the freezer. Freeze gun.
Look at BA's face.
This is John
Chill.
Wick.
Yeah. What?
Like, what is he talking about?
In the water reservoir of the coffee maker. Gun compartment.
Dub is the kid that we would be playing like cops or robbers. You shoot him dead in the chest. You ain't get me.
I'm wearing a bulletproof vest.
Never right.
Force field.
Dub kept a force field like, I hate you. I'm going home. I'm playing my Super Nintendo. He's like, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Anywho, yeah, I think
got my external hard drive right next to me, full of porn. Gun compartment.
Pull a gun out of the porn. I don't want to be shot with that bullet.
I make him turn around and walk away, won't it?
I don't know where you was going to make him turn around.
Do something.
All right, I'm out of here.
You see that couch behind me? It's got shelves and shit. Gun compartment. It's got storage underneath the
Is that a pull-out couch, Dub?
I mean, it's the only thing in this apartment that pulls out. So yes.
Jesus.
So Dub be trying to get tactical on that damn bed. Then all of a sudden, blow off.
Right. Literally blow some chicks back out. Literally.
Oh, no. Now I gotta call E-Ray to help me hide the body.
I have not answered that phone. Remember, newfound responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly. Newfound responsibilities. You're an accessory now.
Help me. Where's BA to help me with all of this?
In Cleveland.
Oh,
He's on the other line. He's financing this whole trip. We're taking a trip down to the Everglades. I know a guy in a gator farm. Click.
Dub might be Dub Wick. He's murdered 18 people and planned, or at least he's planned out the murder of 18 people. Like
that being said,
coming a little
guys,
too
if you ever know a pig farmer, just know
he's killed some people. For sure. I've seen
don't ever piss off a pig farmer, because he will starve his pigs for 2 weeks and he will just leave you there.
Yep.
And a hungry pig will chew through bone like butter. So, just an FYI. Keep a pig farmer in your Rolodex, guys, just in case.
And it's gonna be like, man, this is the best hog I ever had. Where'd you get it? And it's like, what you feed it? What feed is it? BA
Joe.
That BA butter on there.
No.
What'd you feed this pig? My enemies.
Delicious. Some amazing center cut bacon.
All right. The souls of others.
Right.
The bacon.
We've strayed.
You did
so
what?
far
I'm gonna
away
tell
from
everybody.
the
You're not gonna tell nobody.
Right.
You want to play a game?
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Speaking of the other white meat, Tiffany went at Charlotte's neck.
What a transition.
Brother.
Who didn't let her eat for a week? She was starving.
Say, Charlotte, I hear you're not a wife.
She was ready.
Man.
I watched that and I was like, oh my God. She said, I'm about to get my lick back. And
the pot is powerful. The pot is powerful because I came in here last week and said, hey, Tiffany, fight back. What's happening? Like, you got eviscerated. And she said, oh, never again. And I was like, sink or swim. And she said, oh, guess what? Breaststroke. Freestyle. All right, you got it. And shout out to the 6th man of the year. The assist goes to Chicago. Shot time. Because they didn't let Charlotte get a word out. Edgewise.
She looked frustrated.
She kept trying.
Oh, she was flustered.
And she said, and again, fantastic on her part because she does not let the crowd like completely rattle her. She tries to still steer it and work it in. So I give her kudos for that. But
I'd argue it makes it worse for her. The fact that she tries to spar with the crowd.
Yeah, but you gotta appreciate the effort because some people be like,
they're just cowering.
And they just go right back to their saying, like she like, oh, let's play it up here. And she kind of almost fuels the fire, like she fans the flames, excuse me. And then try to get back around and work her way back around. That's to me a professional like improvisationalist. God damn it, words are hard today. But yes, it was doing all of that.
Wait, where's your child?
Oh, on my lap, looking crazy. She was asleep for a minute, and she fell asleep mad nicely. And then I started getting too excited. We started laughing, talking about murdering people in pig farms. And she woke right up like, no bacon for me. No
daddy, no.
I was like, oh, let me.
So basically, what you're saying is that Charlotte fanned the flames of this forest fire, and then Tiffany dropped a nuke on her.
I was like, or Tiffany just did not put it out. She was like, oh, guess what? We out of here. No search and rescue. deal with it. And she got out of here. She lit the match, then ran, and it was amazing. Tiffany.
Now you just got to pull a pin out of the grenade and walk out of the room.
Tiffany legit was like, okay, I'm getting my words out this time because usually Charlotte cuts people off. She tried to cut her off at the legs. That's what she did the week before when they were not face to face. This week, again, at the advice and the behest of Let Me Book the Territory, Tiffany said, oh, I'm getting my shit in. And Chicago was like, damn right you getting it in. Charlotte tried to speak. Boo! Boo this woman! And it's like, okay, great. Then Tiffany goes and gets her shit off, and then they got back and forth as much as every time she says something, they hit the boo button, Every time Tiffany got to get her stuff off, even if she stumbled a little bit, still made some points. And then it was like, you know what? If that wasn't good enough, I hear what you're trying to say. You're trying to flip my Nepo Queen bar, or from Nepo Baby bar to Nepo Queen. So you know what, Charlotte? She's like, you know what? I'm gonna make you lose, just like you're losing in life, because you've been married 3 times. What are you, like 0-3 now? Woo! She said it stepping back. She already knew what was about to happen. She stepped back, threw the jab, stepped back, and rolled right out the ring. And then Charlotte commenced to drop the worst lie
Oh yeah.
ever told
Oh
on
yeah.
live TV.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why is Kaiser in my DMs? Oh yeah. Yeah. And
What porn
no
were you
one
watching?
believes that.
I'm about to say that's some white girl stuff.
And no one believes that Ludwig Kaiser was in Charlotte's DMs.
Ludwig Kaiser was like,
have you seen Tiffany Stratton?
I mean, look, I stay out of white people's business. So I don't know what, yeah, I've seen different things happen. I don't be knowing what people be seeing and whoever. Not the point. The point being that she said it. Ludwig Kaiser is like, again, their relationship ain't even like publicized on air, like on screen.
No, not at all.
So that was like, oh, these are digs. Oh, they going deep. And she just had that at the ready. Like Charlotte's petty. She just like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting my shit off. I love it.
Surprised she ain't use his real name. She went
right.
Stage name.
Surprised Donovan Mignosevich is in my DM. Like, upon further research, Ludwig, like, oh shit.
That would at least give her a little credit, a little bit, to use the real name versus Kaiser.
Real name Marcel Barthel.
Yeah, maybe she don't know that. She's just like, oh, I see you with Kaiser. He in my DMs, and she's like ignored, left on red, and he just was like, leave my girl alone. That's all he said, and he getting made up to be some bullshit. My question to you all from this situation: did this make this feud any more interesting, and did it sway in your mind who might win?
No.
Yeah, it made it more interesting for me though.
Yeah, I still think Charlotte's gonna win, unfortunately.
Same.
Because the right thing to do is to put Tiffany Stratton over, but Charlotte don't do the right thing. It's the right thing to do.
I don't think it's a right or wrong thing to do, because it's not gonna affect her lineage in the long run. If anything, it'll give her a different arc to her character, and it'll make it more of a true baby face versus heel. I think Charlotte winning will solidify her as a heel, solidify this heel run that she's trying to go on. So yeah.
And Charlotte winning at Mania just gives Tiffany some ammunition to run it back at Backlash, versus if Charlotte loses at Mania and then Tiffany wins, who's the next opponent?
You start building that. Like, you need to build up new stars in the SmackDown's women's division.
What have they done? Who have they built up?
I'm just saying, like, you start that process.
What I'm saying. Immediately. So we wait till afterwards.
You start that process.
That's a horrible idea. You can't start the process. You can't start training for the marathon the day before the marathon. That doesn't make any sense to me. So you were supposed to be doing that in time. So you should have had those people built up. I mean, Naomi is right there, which will be fine, except for she is already like thoroughly entrenched in an ongoing like war of women, and it's not going to stop. WrestleMania will not be the end.
Naomi's right there. Jade's right there. Naya's right there again.
So Jade's ready?
Fuck no, Jade's not ready.
And Jade has also not been, she's still thoroughly entrenched in this war. So if she wins.
That's what I'm saying. Like, after Mania, you have 3 people ready. And then, honestly, if you do it with Jade, or if you do it with Jade, you can put Tiffany back in the role she's naturally in, which is a heel. Or if you really want to extend out this babyface run, you do it with Naomi if Naomi wins at Mania.
And then you have Jay interfere again. Like, because again, it's just not over. That's a blood feud. So that has to go through some shit. It just doesn't end at Mania to me. So that's why I don't see that it's been built properly for anyone else to then challenge Tiffany. It doesn't make sense. So
I think Jade and Naomi ends at Mania.
Nah.
that would be stupid to me. But hey,
I think like the meat of it ends at Mania. Do they still beef, off and on
plenty of
throughout
meat
the
on that
year?
bone, brother.
Hey yo.
Yeah,
But no,
PG,
like
right? I can see
I don't know. I just maybe it's just my hatred for Charlotte Flair and all her matches.
I think it is. I
Absolutely.
think there's a big thing with you and Charlotte where you cannot stand her matches,
Oh yeah,
her
Charlotte.
promos.
Oh yeah, Charlotte. That's why Andrade is in my DMs. Thanks, Dub. Dub is the thing he hates. He is Charlotte Flair.
What?
This is the same.
I
promo.
did get my first job due to nepotism, so that does
and,
check out a
and
little
you
bit.
cut that same promo on Stephon Diggs last week. I know you did.
True.
Oh, Cardi's in my DM, motherfucker. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot your ass. Anyway,
listen, if Cardi B was in my DMs, y'all would definitely know about it.
Oh, for sure.
And she would definitely be flying me down to Dallas. And
man, that reminds me of the time that. Never mind. Left her on red. Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just keep gloss right over that.
We live. Never mind. I'll keep my comment to myself.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring that up when I make a speech at your wedding, E-Ray.
If you're officiating it,
I mean,
just remember,
I got you.
Like the WWE universe. I remember. So if ever you find love, if ever you find the perfect one, you better believe I will be at that wedding.
The fuck
and
is
you
love?
better believe I'm gonna have a microphone.
The fuck
and
is
you
love?
better believe that I'm gonna flip that bitch after I say something crazy and go pipe bomb. And then I just walk out. And I was like, the fuck is wrong with you?
What have I done?
See, this is why you cut pipe bombs on yourself like me and just tell on yourself whenever given a chance. So nobody else can tell the lie or tell the truth better than you can.
Okay, B-Rabbit. I am white. I am a fucking Okay, thank you.
BA.
Thank you, Eminem and 8 Mile.
I do live in a trailer with my mom. No, you don't. Sounded good. Shit. It's not even your story. BA just co-opted some white man's story.
I was born a poor piece of white trash. No.
I live at home in a trailer. BA, shut up.
Then he looks at you like, and E-Ray, this is how you remind me of what I really am. Oh, man. I'm trying to talk some wrestling again.
Man.
Oh,
wrestling and butt rock just go hand in hand. That's what we need. Remember that era? I just listened to shout out to my guy Free from Blurts. I just can't believe that Kane anthem went so hard. That shit was incredible. Like the final form of the Kane, where with the
goes around and on the sky.
Oh yeah, that thing did go hard.
Oh my, yes.
Yeah.
Murder all of them, Kane. Kill them now. It was so good. But yeah, we
fire.
just need. That's what we need. We need to go back to that. I forgot my guy's name, like Stevie Young, Steven Yoon, whoever. I don't care. Throw him out. Bring
Stevie
in some
Stone.
butt rock. Yeah, him too. I was intentionally not trying to say his name because I don't. Again, no
Steve
malice to that
Storch.
man. Yes,
Steve Storch. He had a hit since Lean Back. I see
Scott
it.
Storch's brother, Steve Storch. Yeah, we need butt rock. More butt rock. Bring it back. Moving right along though. Speaking of bringing something back, Jey Uso brought back the right hand man persona.
Now I gotta get you. Like, well, okay, I gotta get you for me. I gotta get you for my mother. I gotta get you for my brother. I gotta get you for my whole family. Gunther, I ain't scared of you no more. I gotta get you.
Yeah, that was an interesting promo.
Gotta catch them all. I feel you, Jay.
Do you believe him?
No, because he lied. They got an older brother. He said he was the oldest. They got another brother that's older than them. He lied to me.
He lied.
I don't believe him.
Worshipped him. Yeah. Well,
Funkmaster BA out here calling out the liars in their bars.
that was great.
Hey, man.
Just dropped a flex bomb on Jay's whole promo. Okay, so Serious Jay came out and just the Yeet glasses, all black Yeet glasses, and told Gunther, he asked Gunther some questions. And I wish Gunther would have just responded, no. Gunther, you got a mother? No. I am a machine. I want to know how that promo would have went. Just him disregarding anything. What? Y'all talk about family stuff? No, we talk about 300,000 punching power. Like, okay.
I must break you.
All right, y'all family different. My family, we'd like to have Sunday dinner sometimes. And Big Mama at Big Mama house usually. And then
Big Mama, your arm.
Them greens gonna be good though. That mac and cheese gonna slap. Tell you what.
Put an ankle in it.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. Jay's Big Mama had to watch that, but never mind.
And then Gunther's like, I have a Big Mama too. I bet that green bean slap casserole slap. Put it on some Kaiser buns.
It chops.
It chops.
It chops.
Well played, sir. Well played, sir. Well played, sir.
But yeah, so Serious Jay.
Brats at the Gunther household.
Oh yeah, sauerkraut for sure.
Sauerkraut, pork schnitzel.
Ugh.
Oh, the schnitzel. You got to warm the sausage. Beer Fest is one of the greatest movies ever made. Sorry. Yes, we need to have Serious Jay now. Is Serious Jay better than Yeet and Jay? Because the crowd wanted to yeet. The crowd yeeted. Jay did not. And then he delivered that promo. I don't know. Let me ask you this. BA, did that promo solidify Jay for you? That, okay, Gunther, the belt's coming off, and this is the right decision. Serious Jay.
It did what it needed to do, but I just felt like it was a little corny.
Okay.
I have to say it. I don't
elaborate. I think I agree.
Because it just seemed forced. It just didn't seem like him. The Yeet seems more like Jay. The Yeet and Jay seems more like this is just who Jay is. He just like to have a good time. Yeah. This just seemed like I gotta get tough because people keep talking about my match not being a good match and all this build not being a good build. So I gotta make this build matter more. So I gotta get tough. So that's where I think that the corniness comes into play because it just doesn't feel natural to me to him to be this way. Even though the act of Gunther on Jimmy justifies it. I'm not saying it's not justified, but
it just feels a little forced. I agree with you. I agree like 1,000%. Dub, can I ask you what would have been a better promo from from Jay to solidify this? Because I feel like that it was just a little like herky jerky, and it was something in there. Again, I love it. Regardless, I want to say that first and foremost, we fuck with Jay. We are not the IWC that just hates on everything. He should have never won. He only got 4 moves.
No,
Shut bitch ass up.
I liked the promo. Like honestly, I really liked it for what it was.
PG, one bitch.
But something.
Don't get 2 B's.
But
And it's PG-13, brother.
Yeah.
But something better would have been if Jey kind of just walked out there, got in the ring, and then lifted the mic up to say something, and then just dropped it and slapped the shit out of Gunther. And then Gunther takes a swing, Jey hits the rope, hits the spear, grabs that title belt, and then just does the yeet with the crowd and gets some hype. Because I need that seriousness, but I need like the yeeting as well. Because what's going to sell me on whether this is the right decision or not is when he walks out at WrestleMania and 60,000 people are yeeting with him as he dons his all white feeling godly. You're like, oh, that's one of the most over guys in the company. Put the belt on that guy for even a short amount of time. Like, he's deserved it. He's one of the greatest tag team champions of all time. He was the right-hand man in the greatest title run we've ever seen. And, you know, you felt right enough on him to have him win the Rumble because you see it's fucking over. That's the thing. Like, pepper in some of the seriousness. So that being said, no promo needed. Like, you put my brother in the hospital. Just go out there and slap the shit out of him. Like, what we talking for?
True.
I feel that violence. I slightly disagree. I don't need that level of like, even though, don't get me wrong, I think that would have been better than what we've gotten.
Well, but hear me out. You'd be like, if they were just tag partners, if Jey and Jimmy were just tag partners and they weren't twin brothers, it's one thing. That's my twin brother. I came up with in, you know, my entire life. You bloodied him, put him in the hospital, and then, you know, did the predator shit and put his blood all over your face and chest and shit. No, it's just, it shouldn't be no words. It should, you know, E-Ray intro voice. No wrestling moves, just hands at that point.
Facts.
And then a better thing would have been to cut that promo after Kathy Kelly chases down Jey, and he's like, Jey, why'd you slap Gunther and spear him in the middle of the ring? And he's like, Kathy, you got a mama? You got a brother? How would you feel if you had to call your mama?
There you go.
And say that her oldest is in the hospital?
You're right. You're right.
So Gunther,
you're right.
That was a taste. And now I gotta get you.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been saying it to Gunther. He should have said it afterwards, after the violence. I was going to say that's alternative A, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, you give him the hands and then you explain the hands.
Yes. B, I would have just instead of giving him the hands, instead of doing what he did, he walks up to him. Gunther goes to say something, because this is another thing we did not address. Why was Gunther dressed like he was running for Republican Party? He was running for re-election of Arkansas.
You know why.
Gunther. He about to marry
midterms
Marjorie
coming
Taylor
up. You know
Greene
why.
or something. But it was like Gunther wouldn't say something. He slapped the mic out of his hand. He's like, enough out of you. I don't need to hear no shit. Gunther, I'm asking that you have your higher power and you have your family in check. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for forgiveness for the man you make me become. Then you just walk out the ring. And that will go, and he'd be like, no yeet. That's all he needed to say. The crowd goes fucking wild. Less is more. I think they just be trying to fill time and doing extra shit that they don't need to do. Like, Jey.
Or he could have walked out there and grabbed the mic and just said, hey, Gunther, at WrestleMania, I'm going to fuck you up. And then dropped the mic and walked away.
And then Tony Hinchcliffe would have been left on the mic like, that promo was stiffer than Biggie's neck. What?
Yo, this roast is the worst idea.
Can we let's
can we talk on that? Let's tap on that for a second.
So this is the thing. Remember that once upon a time in like kind of the WWE dark ages where it was like, oh man, we got guest hosts every week. This week, Seth Green. And it would just be people guest hosting, and they learned like an arm drag tonight or something, or a hip toss.
Hey,
some
punch
bullshit.
Random heel.
Yeah, every
the
time.
Second hour of the show.
Yes, every time. So it feels like Netflix has gone and started doing a version of that. And my thing is, hey, I fuck with Andrew Schultz, so that was okay. And he has a connection to Logan Paul, and they were in Madison Square Garden. That works. Macaulay Culkin, they be in LA. He goes there. O'Shea Jackson Jr. He's into wrestling and shit.
Yeah, those who are lifelong wrestling
Yes,
fans who do
yes,
pods about
yes.
wrestling.
I'll even give a pass to what's my guy's name? Bert
Fluffy?
Kreischer,
Oh,
because he's a wild boy. So if you ever seen Bert Kreischer the Machine, the movie or the his stand up, he's a wild one, and that his whole closing bit is basically his act. He drinks a lot, rages out, blacks out. It's hilarious. But then it's like they are forcing anything that's like, I'm just wondering, where does it end? Because it's like they hit a low point for me when it goes, and the creator of Netflix's Devil May
Devil May
Cry.
Cry. He
And
was in the
then-
Dante fit. I was like,
Oh
what the fuck are
wow!
we
I
doing?
must have
yeah,
walked
that's
out the
right.
room when that happened. That's
That's right.
hilarious.
Zero pop. Okay.
They had
I
the
was like,
creator
what
of,
are we doing?
Devil May Cry dressed like Dante. That is
he
hilarious.
decided to do that himself because he thought that was gonna get him over, and he raised up the ones. No one gave a fuck.
It's the
Sorry.
partnership. Blame it on the
The worst
partnership.
part about that is like I saw him
Me too.
sitting there and I was like, huh, this guy's dressed like Dante from
Yeah,
Devil May
that's
Cry. I'm like, what a nerd, but all right, kind
Literally.
of cool. The first
Literally.
episode of the show wasn't that bad, and then I was like, oh,
Like, you created it? Oh, that's extra corny.
I don't
That's
even
like
know
the
if I want to
dude. That's
watch
like the
this
dude
now.
that gotta wear like the football player to wear his own football jersey to the club. Like,
Oh,
nigga,
that's whack.
you are corn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He did it was silence. Like I was
bad.
wait. I forgot. I forgot to grab the wise man. Maybe you can add this in 80 yard in, but I need the Roman Reigns no pop because I was gonna add that to the soundboard because he got
No
zero pop. And then if that wasn't like the worst, then Tony Hinchcliffe.
And the show had only been out for like a day, so they're like, hey, this came out 12 hours ago, so you should know about it.
Cross collaboration. Netflix, every time y'all come out with something, I don't need to. Oh yeah, and the stars of the new season of Stranger Things, and all these motherfuckers 48 years old sitting in the, I don't need that. Like,
oh, you gonna get it next month. You know you gonna get it.
I don't want it. So I'm wondering how far are they gonna go, and is it too far? Because Tony Hinchcliffe, that was a dud, and he's a lifelong wrestling fan too, from what I've heard, but them trying to force him to get his like aggressive jokes off. Like I was just waiting for him to say, "Hey, well, at least this ain't Puerto Rico," or some crazy shit.
I thought a Vince joke was coming, honestly.
You're definitely getting a Bowflex joke at yeah, it's happening. The roast is going to be crazy. The roast of WrestleMania is going to be crazy. And
I'd pay for that if I could pay for anything.
Oh, BA loves the racism.
Be that.
I think BA literally walks around Little Italy.
He loves all the
hoping
isms.
people call him a mooly. You see my skin?
What does it remind you of, sir?
The second Tony D'Angelo says that on NXT, BA is gonna like put the strap on him, put the rocket on him, give him all the belts, give him that Ring of Honor belt too.
Oh, his character finally matches what it's supposed to be. No,
yeah, and don't let Rizzo say it in her deep ass voice.
Right,
boom.
BA gonna blow all the loads.
She's a what? Oh.
I got so many things that I cannot say right now. You're so lucky my child's protecting you.
Baby Riley. Thank you.
But yeah. I need Netflix to lay off a bit because it was cool in LA, but if y'all gonna just try to shoehorn in every time y'all got somebody that's got a new something or special, I don't care. There's like this is like my worst fear when I was thinking, oh, every time when TKO first got established, I'm like, get that UFC shit out of my wrestling. If I keep seeing, I get one of those too. Sorry. PGE, right? Get one S, 2 B's, and 1 F. PG-13 cleared.
How many N's do you get?
Like depending. This household. But I'm thinking, yeah, I don't need to get a
Does it remind you of when they did the draft, when they SmackDown was still on Fox and they had the football analysts in there?
I didn't hate that as much as everybody else. It reminds me of Cain Velasquez marching his flabby ass down the ring, and I was pissed. I don't want that
looking like
again.
the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
Cross collaboration, like stop. I get it, Netflix, but only when it makes sense. Stop just trying to advertise, and they're not. But sure,
Netflix.
Oh no, they are.
The stars of your shows.
E-Ray. This is
like
justified. Wrestling. They will put like the random so and so's from Love Is Blind on there. They'll put the random TV show that they promoting.
These guys just got married. I'm like, who are these fucking losers?
And they got their golden cups.
Right, I ain't here for that.
I didn't watch that episode. I ain't watched that season. It was too damn white.
It was very bad. It was way too Midwestern polite.
I'm
it was
opposite of the Snow White folks. You know, all the people. Oh, Snow White. She was Snow Latina. I was like, oh God. I'm the opposite of that. Like, Love Is Blind. No, Love is Caucasian. I don't. This is not.
Speaking of that Snow White movie, wrestling aside, you guys know that Snow White movie is the worst reviewed movie of all time.
You know why?
Like, they consider it worse than Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's crazy.
Worse than Blade Trinity.
You know why?
Racism?
You know why?
MAGA.
Everything is racism.
Everything is MAGA.
Because God forbid a white passing Hispanic woman plays Snow White.
I'll be like, White, when I see that kind of stuff, I'll be like, y'all, what did y'all do in school plays? Like, did y'all just like not let the black kids be in plays because the originals versions of plays didn't have black people?
They just weren't.
BA, we're only 10% of the U.S. population.
There are so many towns, specifically in Ohio, that we just ain't there.
Yeah, like
bring your
that's
black people are.
That's
in
how
Cleveland,
blackface was
Cincy,
created.
Detroit, Chicago, New York, Miami.
We didn't have somebody who could play the black role, so I just did it. Billy, you got some paint. Let's go. Okay.
Crazy.
But again, this is the thing is when it comes to like rating bombing stuff and why in opposition races of all creeds and white people that aren't just completely fucking crazy, it's okay to go see something. If you don't like it, don't like it. Great, but you don't have to not like it because it's something else. Like that's I guess that's my problem. Like, oh, because it contains this or it doesn't look like I remember. Like, so what? Everything looks like you and reminds you of you, but they say representation doesn't matter, or they act like it doesn't matter. But yet, when you have some of the best players and some of the best people doing these things because you've seen somebody that looked like you, look at wrestling right now. NXT is, again, what we've been saying, one of the best shows on television. And why? It ain't because it's been fucking lily white bikers all goddamn week. It's got some of the best talent that just happens to not be white. And that's okay. It's not a deliberate thing to, again, I think the people, and I'm preaching to the choir here. Sorry, we'll get back to wrestling momentarily. But when you go and I think it's a mind state. When people have been doing this for so long and they're so used to seeing this, anything of like somewhat close to a balance feels like a takeover erasure that they aren't used to experiencing. And we are used to experiencing it all the time. We don't exist.
Equality feels like oppression to the oppressors.
Boom.
Yep.
There it is. But speaking of equality and oppression, NXT, ladies and gentlemen, NXT.
Oh,
we got
I thought, you know,
we got some equality.
Yeah.
Because the top of the card and the NXT men's title match, it's niggas.
Thanks, Steph. We're gonna have to just get you an N-word button.
Like a button I wear on my shirt that would just say niggas.
No, like the button that just
With a Z, yes.
says a word in replacement of it, so we just put it over your face and be like a ninja. But it's like NXT is full of and you like, what was that? It'd be like a ninja emoji to pop over your mouth. It's gonna happen. We gotta hire like a additional editor for that. But be that as it may, yeah, it's getting interesting.
So let's start off with the elephant in the room.
You.
E-Ray's favorite women's wrestler
That was rude.
of all time.
I love Dub.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Look, there's a study that says the people who are rude and make horrible jokes with their friends are the best of friends. They're the best people and they're the most trustworthy. So
Very true.
if anything else, guys, you know you can trust me.
Very true.
I'm horrible. Anyway.
That's a fair point.
E-Ray's favorite women's wrestler of all time. BA, you can just take your headphones off because we're talking women's wrestling.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good. I gotta heat up my Tortino's pizza rolls. I'll just eat them in the background.
Right.
Pizza rolls sound great right now.
I won't wait till those and some taquitos.
Oh, I'm buying some next week. I'm gonna buy some taquitos.
No, you ain't.
You better buy some Drano, E-Ray.
Right. Or hope you got a plunger, E-Ray.
Oh man, this ain't house party.
DA broke the toilet.
This shit right here. This shit right here. Hit you hard. DA, get out my house. You got walk back to Cleveland.
Now you gotta go to one of those specialty stores and get like one of those high class plungers for BA.
Oh my
and
god.
taquitos. We definitely thought BA died. We was like, hey, yeah,
All
we've watched a
brown bricks.
whole documentary and a half on the WWE network and BA's still in there. Hey,
Still,
BA, you alive?
still the roughest shit I've ever taken.
He's like, I got to release these demons. We were like, oh, okay, we're gonna go to the WWE store.
Right.
Demons.
Right. Once I heard that, I was like, I'm fighting these divas. They not with it.
There was a fucking green light glowing from under the door. The music started playing.
BA turned into Keanu Reeves and Constantine fighting his way out of hell.
Father Ethan, you're needed. My child. Anyway.
Not enough holy water in the world or in that toilet. Anyways. E-Ray's favorite women's wrestler is back, wearing blue hair now. Julia in the building. Came out to rescue Stephanie after the match between Jada Parker and Jordan Grace ended in a double DQ. And then after that, she gave Stephanie a nice headbutt and then raised the title up. And then, of course, they decided, let's give Julia a microphone again.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that to your best friend? No friend. Stephanie, rematch. Cool.
Hey, that's all she knows how to say, probably.
Cool. I'm not, listen, I'm not, clowning her for not being able to say a lot in English because that's her second language. I can barely speak one well.
Thank you.
I'm clowning the writers and staff of WWE for knowing that and still giving her a microphone.
Hey,
doesn't make sense.
Sink or swim.
That part.
What are you gonna do?
And then you juxtapose that with the promo that Jada Parker cut in the parking lot.
Your mama, your daddy.
Ooh.
I was waiting
I'm
for
a
her to say your
drag.
bald head granny.
I think she just forgot that line.
I think she just like she might be Puerto Rican. or
She said,
something.
I'm going to drag everybody because one thing's for certain, two things for certain, Jada Parker don't play. I was like, I feel like you just got to put the belt on her at this point.
Hey, She said,
Like
Jordan
everybody
Grace
else in the match is
little
better
ass.
wrestlers, but not that much better to overcome the fact that Jada Parker laps him so much in the promo department, and you can do so many interesting things with her. Just put the belt on Jada Parker. She the future. Jordan Grace don't need to be down there for much longer anyway.
It's a fact.
Julia, they still got to keep her down there until they figure out what they're going to do with her promo wise. If they're going to do the Oscar thing, or if they're just going to actually wait till she develops good enough English to just let her run her own promos. Stephanie not going to be down there for long. Put that belt on Jada Parker. It's time.
What was that move called?
What say you?
The Devil's Kiss.
Stephanie Vakul.
You out there, Booker E?
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Thanks, Booker T.
What was that? Booker
Thank
T
you
and
for
Keith
the
Sweat
one,
did the
two.
fusion dance?
Oh yeah, man.
Nobody.
Welcome to the Booker Hotel.
But yes, the thing is, Jada Parker is leaps and bounds ahead of 90% of that roster as far as cutting a promo. And as Dub alluded to in the chat earlier, that man, oh man, does she really work well when she's getting the reps? She's getting reps against Jordan Grace and some big time players now, not just the other girls that she came up like kind of learning graps with. So that match was actually really fun. So I have hope that she's going to continue to exceed and grow through that potential that we see in her. And I think it's too early to put the belt on her yet. I feel like it's like Thanos said, it's inevitable.
That's fair.
B, I know you have no
B.A.
thoughts
is like, I don't
because it's
care.
women's wrestling, but
Hey, VA, what do you think? I don't care. Oh.
Nah, you guys are joking. Just joshing.
what do you think, BA?
Right. I don't care. Blue hair, stupid.
I'm not mad at Julia coming back in the fold, honestly. And just coming in and just saying, like, I'm about to just throw myself into this match. It's essentially what she did this past week.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
I forgot Jada Parker called her Bluey. That was the funniest
That
shit
was
in the
hilarious.
world. Damn. So I honestly believe, because I know we're not doing predictions and all that shit yet, but I feel like they wouldn't put Julia back in this match for no reason. So I think
Is
that
she not injured?
I'm not buying the injury thing.
I mean, we said it. I was like, it ain't no injury.
I don't think so. I think they just gave her some time off.
They had to refresh that mistake.
So the refresher just give her blue hair.
Look, look at
everybody just like, poor Julia, man. There has to be. They got to give some redeeming qualities to her, because they they're not doing her any favors in that regard. But I want to see her do well. I don't know. There's just something about her. I'm just like, I wish well for her.
You're
but...
lucky my daughter's in this room. There's so many things I want to say, and I can't. But
say it.
Nope,
say it.
I feel like this will become a core memory of hers, and I don't want her to just grow up and say something crazy without. Yeah, but starts with an F, ends with an Edish.
Oh yeah, man.
Just saying. Something about it. I just want to see her win. Oh, I bet, BA. I bet.
You know me too well.
Moving right along.
BA has a fetish for Italian white women from Japan. That's madly specific, BA.
That's just,
hey, that's how you end up in page 452.
I have a flair for the exotics. What can I say?
Oh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail now. That's terrible. I I had just nicely glazed over, and Dub went straight back for the. So you're saying?
No, like
we didn't need to clarify. We good.
I need a clarification because
We
it's
did.
so oddly
We did.
specific. An
Um,
Italian woman,
No,
Italian white woman from Japan.
No. Nope.
I just
Keep
like
moving.
different stuff.
You are
This is how Law and Order SVU episodes start.
here. Let me book the territory. PGE Ray, Father Ethan, if you will, likes to set his.
That might be the name of this
compadres up.
episode. I just like different stuff.
Likes to set his compadres up to win. Dub, on the other hand, is setting you up for failure.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna be clipped. I just like different stuff. So he's saying he's a colorist. Oh God, no.
Hey
No.
man, 2nd and 3, we throwing it into triple coverage. We're going either it's gonna work or it's not gonna work, brother.
yeah.
We're gonna get these views up one way or another.
Okay.
That being said,
I'll end up on what's that fucking other app, Riot or whatever.
Oh, the Riot app, where people go to YouTube and ban you.
Off,
Right.
Get banned by YouTube. Hey, now live streaming on Riot.
hey man, y'all trying to get these sponsorships or not?
I'm with it.
Depends.
Right.
You trying to get rich or you trying to go home?
I mean, I don't know.
We about to have Real American Beer sponsor us the way we going. So
That's right, brother.
Real American Beer and Wheatley.
Wheatley
so good, I drink it neatly.
Cut all that out, wise man.
Yeah, exactly. They're not paying us. Definitely cut that out.
Oh man. But speaking of racist Americans and Native Americans,
Oh yes.
Eddie Thorpe went full baby face when he looked Lexus King in the eyes and said, look, another greedy white man wants something that don't belong to him, as everybody made claim for Ricky Starks' North American title. And let me tell you, I know to everybody else in the world, Eddie Thorpe's supposed to be a heel, but when he called that white man out, I was like, whoo. I was like, listen.
I stood up. Preach.
I was like, listen, you go there, Eddie Thorpe. Go there.
Hold up now. He cooking. He got something to say. That was
beautiful. He needed to come up with a finisher that's just like a choke out, but he only uses it on white guys. And I got to call it the Trail of Tears. Like all of that. All of that.
Bit.
She used like one of his straps and then used them to choke somebody out. Like that'll really be something.
That'll really be where it's at.
Yeah, man. If you gonna do it, you might as well do the job. Do it right.
Do it. Get real.
Right.
And then you gotta share a single tear while you're doing it.
Facts.
The Louisiana Purchase.
It'd be called like
they gotta have a scalp match, and then Lex King has to lose, and then Eddie Thorpe shave his head.
It would be called like The Last Stand or something like that.
Fatality. Night.
Custer's Last Stand.
Yeah. Or Geronimo.
Tatanka.
What if he come out with Tatanka instead of deliver for his match?
That would be hilarious.
Not this Tatanka Hud Dub.
I think that right, but I think that's the white man that you're talking about.
He literally
not this post CTE Tatanka that's out there now. No.
Super MAGA man? No. That happened.
That's no. The Trail of Tears. Follow Tatanka around for a day.
He needs to bring back that implant DDT that they was calling Manifest Destiny until I called them out on it. And they were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. And I was like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. He need to do all of those things. That being said, who do you guys want to see face Ricky Starks? Excuse me, Ricky Saints for the NA championship at Stand and Deliver out of the challenges we have available now.
And
Baby
if it's
Riley,
not a
I'll start with
multi-man
you.
match,
As of right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a multi-man match. I think because they're doing the women's North American as a multi-man match, they don't want to do the same thing for both titles.
in that case, I needed to be Wesley.
So
He's
Ricky
the
Sands can
former-
beat the greatest North American champion of all time.
That's right. You know it.
BA.
You know this, man.
I want to see. Give me all ego, man. He could be.
Girl.
He can make that
Baby
belt.
Riley don't like that answer.
No, she ain't like baby. She ain't like.
He ain't like that answer at all.
She ain't like all ego. Maybe she thought I was talking about her daddy. I don't know. She was like, not my daddy. Nah, man.
Baby Riley
doesn't NA champ forever.
Baby Riley doesn't think her dad can beat Ricky Saint, so she immediately started crying.
Damn. Yeah,
No
when
fate.
When your kid won't put you over.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I like the idea of it being ego. I think Eddie Thorpe would be fun for sure, but ego makes sense. Honestly, when like they started bringing out like all the multi-man people to like set this idea up, I was really hoping it was just going to be like all former AEW guys, just to be petty.
The Tony
Sean
Khan
Spears
Bowl.
comes out, Lexus King comes
Tony
out,
Bowl, that would be crazy.
the Tony Bowl,
The Tony
Malachi
Bowl.
Black comes back, all of them. That'd be great. Also that little teaser vignette they showed on SmackDown on Friday, people are saying that that's Malachi Black coming back.
I mean, it has to be because
Probably post Mania.
this week we just seen we glossed over it, but we're non-structural today. Ray Phoenix debuted and had a banga versus Nathan Frazier. Never slow down, except for when you're doing a tope. Nobody can hit the tope right now. Like we in a tope recession. I blame the tariffs. I blame the tariffs.
Tariffs so
Don't
bad,
get me
wrestlers can't
fucking
hit
started
tope
with these
suicidas.
damn tears.
Because tariff sooner seen.
Oh.
Because that match was crazy, and Nathan Frazier already earned a kick out or 3 because him and Ray Phoenix were going stupid. If y'all ain't see that match, go watch because man, that was the closest thing you'll see to some flippity dippity AEW craziness, but with the WWE production. And shout out to them because they smoked that. And Nathan Frazier, I think he's going to be a big deal. And I was like, oh, that's what y'all think of. I thought he was just coming up to keep up and then take the L, but he gave just as good as he got. So I feel like, oh, they see it for him.
Oh yeah.
So
Fraxium, best tag team in the world that we named, by the way, on the show.
never
We'll
forget.
throw that out there. But
Never
speaking of that,
forget.
and don't worry, we'll get back to NXT. But I want to talk real quick about a segment that involved Ray Phoenix's brother, Penta. The match with Dirty Dom happening on Monday Night Raw. Match was cool, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But the afterwards, when Braun Breaker decides to come out and runs a full speed 40-yard dash and just dives and spears the shit out of Carlito, whose funeral is tomorrow, will be in attendance. BA, so if at rehearsals,
he posted his own obituary. That's
great.
crazy.
So BA at rehearsals, E-Ray comes up to you and says, hey, Braun Breaker is going to run full speed about 40 yards and then just spear you right on the entrance ramp. You cool? You good?
Am I getting a WrestleMania payout for this? Because that's the only way I'm signing off on that.
Your normal payout.
Just
Friday. Just Friday.
No, but if I'm Carlito, I got no choice but to say I'm cool with it because Carlito doesn't do anything.
That's cool.
Right, but just be the butt of the Judgment Day jokes and stuff. So he had no choice.
But that spear literally made no sense. Dub is not given enough, he's not putting enough sauce on it. Like Braun Breaker said, "You know what? I'm going to just run as fast as I can, and then instead of trying to spear you, I'm just throwing my whole entity through you." His shoulder hit his body, and then Braun flipped like 3 different ways. I'm like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" That shit
Right.
looked like
Roll through.
how I used to play with my action figures. As slam them motherfuckers together, and they go flying, and it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, like the WWE camera couldn't even keep up with them. Like, because like the Sky Cam is not one of their 8K super cams. It just Braun Breaker looked like a blur at some point, and then Carlito exploded and rings flew out of him. If they asked me to do that in rehearsals, I'm gonna just quit. I'm gonna just go home.
I'm
Like,
through. I'm through.
y'all don't care about me. Clearly, I see that.
But that means you'll never get your NA title run up, and that means forever your guy will be better than you.
Dub did say he would be NA champ if they let him spin a couple times on some Booby Miles shit.
I mean, I could definitely have a good NA title run. For sure. For sure. You muted E-Ray. You muted yourself.
Yes, he did.
He
E-Ray,
muted
you're muted.
himself. He doesn't even know it. It's all
Take
good.
the spear, Dub.
When's my NA title run coming? That's all I need to know.
I don't know. You said you
and
can do it in
do
4
I get
months.
a couple of weeks off
You
after
take that
the
spear, you might not come back ever.
Right.
Yeah, because I already had like an acute run of diverticulitis. I don't need my guts to explode. So again,
let
so you know what?
Braun rearrange your org. Sorry.
Whoa. Whoa.
PG,
Whoa.
PG, my bad.
Whoa. So that being said, I just kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that spear and Carlito getting killed pretty much. BA, as E-Ray does the father thing.
Yes.
How you feeling about the stand and deliver card? We got a fatal 4-way for the women's title.
Yep.
Featuring Stephanie, Julia, Jada, and Jordan. We got a triple threat for the men's title. Trick, Oba, and Javon. We got we're going to have a ladder match for the women's North America, singles match for the men's North America, and probably Hank and Tank versus Fraxian. How you feeling so far?
Sounds like we're gonna have a good time Saturday morning.
Yeah, we watching this for
We
brunch.
gang banging on breakfast.
Hell yeah.
Ninjas.
There you go.
See, got it. There you go. My yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Right. Yeah, man. This sounds like a stacked card. I don't know of anything else they can really add on to it. In all honesty, I think this is the card that we get, and I don't think they add anything to this or anything like that. So, yeah, it's gonna be fire.
How you gonna feel when Tank and Tank take those belts off of Fraxian?
I'll be okay with it, honestly. Fraxium should have lost those belts 18 times, and they've shown us that they can have the greatest matches ever. If it got to pass the Hank and Tank, so be it. I don't see any other like tag teams right now. They're like, oh no, it should go to them. So fuck it. Give it to Hank and Tank while they keep finding the identity crisis. They talk to a different tag team every week trying to find themselves. So I was just wondering, since they talked to Street Profits this week, and Street Profits are full on babyface again. You don't like that?
Baby
either?
don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like babyface either.
I know.
Street Profits.
This is definitely my child. Since that, I'm wondering when they're gonna come
Cancel
out.
the test, Maury.
When they're gonna come out in blackface, it'd be like honk honk neck. Like oh.
That's when Eddie Thornton needs to start choking people out if that happens. Yeah, can't have that.
Eddie Thorpe walk around NXT as the Native American John Wick.
Here for
Sign
it.
me up. Sign me up.
I'm with it.
That just sounds phenomenal.
All day.
Outside of that, anything else that we need to touch on this week?
I think All the anticipation for next week.
Yeah, I would say next week we gonna really go
a lot of
into
predictions.
A lot of predictions, and we'll get into probably just mostly predictions and just
5 hour
how these
pod next
last
week?
builds go.
5-hour pod.
Yeah, for sure.
Got a pack for my trip.
Live and living color.
In
In
living
living
color.
color.
Get out of my brain.
You can do what you want to do.
Hey. Well, guys, I think we did it. Riley, you did your first pod. How do you feel? Okay. I think that's good.
She did a good job.
She did pretty good.
We're so
right?
proud. We're so
Yeah.
Yeah.
proud.
Making a little pot out of her lip. Look, she's eating my hand. Like, eat your hand. Mother little. Guys,
She even gave her opinions. I love it.
I know, right? We are live streaming every Wednesday at 8 Eastern. 8-ish Eastern.
No, 9-ish Eastern.
Is it 9-ish? Yeah, I guess it is.
Because we hop on at 8:30. It takes you 45 minutes.
We go back in time
to hop on. Yeah,
we go back in time, and then we like do a loop around like Superman. Yeah, all that stuff.
So yeah, it's like 6 p.m. 1957 Central Time,
Central.
something like that. So how time
come listen to us. Come hang out with us. Drop some shit in the chat. Talk to your boys, and let us rate these graphs and talk the world of wrestling. Other than that, though, we're doing some new ventures. We're gonna clean up some things, change some things around. Must let you know the shop for Let Me Book the Territory is not long for this universe, at least for now. It may come back like Avengers Endgame or Infinity War, whichever one it is. But for now, please go order your things. We're gonna put some things up there. You got about a week or two to get your merch, like that sweet hoodie that BA is wearing. It's true. It's damn
true.
But other than that, guys,
Let me book on the sleeve.
we are 1 week away from Mania. Cannot wait. I think I might dress up as my favorite wrestler or one of my wrestlers on Saturday. Sunday is gonna be more of a brunch and kick, but Saturday the shit start early, so we're gonna be lit. Gonna make some food. We're gonna do it up. We're gonna have a good time, guys. But if y'all can't be there with us, we're gonna try to film some stuff. I know we always say that we'll film something, make a little time of it, make a timey time of it all, release that. But yeah, other than that, and who are you calling on my watch? Oh, she said it's time. It's time.
Yeah, she said
it's time.
So, guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. We are, say it, baby Riley.
Out of here. Speedball.
Spitball.
Look at her, she likes speedball. We did it.